Alrighty, guys, it is time to wrap it up for today. It is 3:30 and the market just kind of died off here now in the afternoon. So after that little run up here, we just didn't get anything. Just been going sideways. I guess it's tradable if you want to sit through that, but it's the ES has been a little bit more difficult. It's been kind of trending down and then trending up. Nasdaq has been slopping around in the middle, but not a lot of range, not a lot of action at all. If you get on the wrong side of it, you'll be crying because you're just gonna get stuck. So at this point, I think the ES held on pretty good. Nasdaq gave us a scare, but recovered pretty good, and looks like that retest may be holding. So it's going to be a good sign going into next week. If this retest holds, we may see actually a little bit of strength starting off next week. So I'm going to start off range bound and then watch this upper edge real carefully, the 460s, and see if that comes out in the overnight to Sunday, Monday. And if it does, yeah, I'll be on the long side of this, see if it can retrace. So this is a nice retest failure setting up on a NASDAQ. The ES, not quite, but they're holding on pretty good. So I would just look at the ES on the 77.15 level. And if that comes out, yes, stay on the long side on that guy and see if the NASDAQ is going to be the one driving us higher. That's kind of where we start right now. I have a couple of trades on the NASDAQ, 4 trades. I had one trade here. My short here didn't work. That was, no, I stepped in front of that thing. And it was either going to work or not. And it just knocked me out. So this one put me in a whole 80 bucks. And I got short here on the upper edge and then got a nice trade back down. I didn't sit in that trade too long, but I got a nice 70 bucks back out of it. So I'm nice down 9 right now on the NASDAQ. So that overall is pretty good. One market though did a number on me, unfortunately. I thought I had a pretty good because I was thinking long side, given what Besant was doing, that they were going to actually hold the line here. So I tried a little bit more aggressive trade than I usually do on the bonds, and I got in, and these freaking guys low tick me, 5 tick on the stop, and they low tick me. So I'm down for 156 and then straight back up again. And that's frustrating or what? So I mean, you can see here, unfinished auction, right to my tick. So I'm right to my stop, and I was like. At that point, you just kind of sit back like, are you freaking kidding me? The range on the bond market is just barely nothing. And then happened to be exactly when they ran that edge with 5 ticks exactly. Usually it's like 2, 3 ticks, maybe 4 ticks if it's rough. 5 ticks, very unusual, very unusual. And these guys just got me. So and one of those outside the normal standard deviation of a few kind of moves. So, but anyway, since then it has been drifting lower. It hasn't really been recovering. That little pump retracement would have been good enough for me to scratch the trade if I had been still in it. But right now, I'm just stuck in that with that loss. So that kind of hurts. I did one trade on the so bond market. Just I would sort of range bound. I would actually start with a bias to the downside on the bond market, given that they have not been able to hold on to the little pop we had. And then finally the cryptos. I did a couple of crypto trades on the Bitcoin. I'm up $8 really. I had 23 bucks from yesterday, so I'm up by $8 on top of that today. That was a couple of long trades, and the Bitcoin you can repair pretty good. I mean, I made that trade pretty big. It was way what was it? Here it is. So there was this trade. The first trade I took was a loser. The second trade, well, there was 2 contracts. The second trade, I actually worked myself into 5 contracts. I got long on the way down here. I kept repairing that trade. I know that because it moves so erratically and so violently. So I mean, I figured that I was close to getting stopped out on this one, but then finally the snap back and snap back hard. That's usually what you expect. So that one worked out well. So I was in 5 contracts, scaled out, got 8, 9 bucks out of that trade. So that's it. Back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and we are kind of twisting in the wind. There's not much happening on this guy. So we'll wrap it there. So starting off range bound, looking for that potential retest failure to develop on Sunday, Monday here, and if there's something, unless something happens over the weekend. But we'll wrap it here for now. Now I'm going to shut down the room pretty much right away because I had to head out and do some stuff in the afternoon here. So after this update, I'll knock down the room and then publish the videos when I get back. So we'll leave it there, guys. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Hope you did better than me. And that low tick on the Nasdaq, that kind of sucked. So the low tick on the bonds kind of sucked. That was unusual, and they just managed to get me on that one. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I'll see you back on Monday, bright and early. You guys have a good weekend. Later.